for the WBA Welterweight Championship of the World. And at this time, we want to introduce to you and ask him to share a few words. This bout is sanctioned by the World Boxing Association. My pleasure to introduce to the microphone at this time the president of the WBA, Gilberto Jesus Mendoza.
Keith, how are you? Good, sir. Seen your mini belt like football station with a friend. I'll give it to you later. Okay. Nice seeing you. First of all, it's an honor to be with all of you this afternoon. For me, to be the president of the World Boxing Association, the oldest sanctioning body, the pioneers in boxing, and having an event like this where we have a future Hall of Famer and a legend in the making, having this great fight. I believe they're ranked as the top welterweights in the world. To me, number one and number two. Obviously, they represent my organization. And I think this is what the fans want. Big fights together. Besides that, both fighters, Manny and Keith, have extraordinary lives outside of the ring, which has been well proven. And on July 20, I just expect the best champion of all the welterweight division. Thank you, Manny, for being part of our organization, and thank you, Keith, for all your loyalty during all these years. I think it's a dream match, and all the fans and all the media are going to enjoy this bout. Thank you.
Thank you, Gilberto Jesus Mendoza. We know we are in good hands. We are sanctioned by the WBA along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission. You notice up on the dais at this time, joining us, we have representing the PBC, Brittany Goosen Brown and Sylvia Brown Owens, and we have representing Team Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao's manager, Sean Gibbons, and his longtime trainer, Buboy Fernandez. At this time, we're ready to bring our fighters up to the microphone to share some words. Once again, following both of their words, we'll have an opportunity for questions and answers. And at this time, we'd like to present to you Keith Thurman. A little background. Recently, a former unified welterweight world champion, having captured the WBC title from Danny Garcia in 2017. He also holds a victory over the current WBC welterweight champion, Sean Porter, in one of the best fights of 2016. He recently returned from an injury layoff in January to defeat Josecito Lopez and successfully defend his WBA title. Ladies and gentlemen, his record 29-0, 22 knockouts, the Super WBA welterweight champion of the world from Clearwater, Florida, Keith One-Time Thurman.
For Pacquiao! You know what I'm saying? That's my hype song for this camp right now. We ready, man. What's up, New York? What's up, everybody, man? It's a blessing to be here. I want to thank God first and foremost. This is just a dream come true, guys. Started boxing at the age of 7. I put blood, sweat, and tears in this sport. I worked hard to be a champion. I've always wanted to fight some of the greatest names in the sport of boxing. Years ago, you know, I wanted the Floyd Mayweather. I wanted Manny Pacquiao. Floyd's gone. Pacquiao's here, and he wants the challenge. And I'm very grateful, very happy to be sharing the ring with a legend like Manny Pacquiao. But, you know, for those who know boxing and truly understand boxing history, you know, times change. I believe boxing has come to a new era. Floyd is gone. Pacquiao is here. Come July 20th, he will disappear. Okay? He will disappear. He announced him as a senator. He belongs as a senator in the Philippines. With all respect, he is a legend. He will always be remembered in the sport. But I'm doing to Manny Pacquiao what he did to Oscar De La Hoya. You can Google it if you want to. Oscar De La Hoya never fought again. All right? Facts. This is a big fight. Bombs are being dropped. I've waited 22 months to get back in the game. People can say what they want about my injuries. I'm a professional athlete. We have our ups and downs. And obviously, your boy Keith One-Time Thurman is back on the rise. I'm here. I'm going to make a big statement. You are not going to want to miss this fight, especially because it's about to be this man's last fight. You think I'm playing? This ain't no game, guys. This ain't no game. Hard work and dedication. Last training camp, Jose Cito Lopez. I trained in LA Fitness all by myself. Okay? This training camp, I got 2 personal trainers. It all starts this Saturday. After this press tour, when I get home, it's grind time. It's my time. This your boy, Keith One-Time Thurman. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you, Keith. Certainly no stranger to the microphone or mega events. Keith brings it every single fight and every single press conference. And certainly the same can be said about his opponent. His record, 61 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins coming by way of knockout. A fighting senator from the Sarangani province in the Philippines. He most recently defeated Adrian Broner in January. Everyone knows he's the 3-time Fighter of the Year, boxing's 8th Division World Champion, a Fighter of the Decade, the current regular WBA welterweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the microphone the legend, the one and only Senator Manny Pacman Pacquiao.
Thank you. Good afternoon to all of us. Would like to thank God for this opportunity. I've been this boxing for 2 decades, and I never scared or intimidated with my opponent, and I'm so excited for this fight because I'm fighting with undefeated. Keith Thurman is he's kind of fighter that you cannot underestimate. He's undefeated, and this is give me more encouragement, motivation to work hard, like what I did before in my previous fights against a big name in boxing. And I will not predict this fight, but I will make sure that I'm 100% conditioned and ready for the fight. Let's say if who's tougher in the ring on July 28th. This is gonna be exciting, and I like it. I like it that the way I underdog for this fight. This gives me more motivation and encouraging to focus and work hard in training. And this is fun. This is what I want. And sometimes I became careless and confident because I'm so favored in every fight. But this time around, it's different. I'm telling the truth. So make sure that you tune in. July 28th, it's going to be a good fight. A lot of action in the ring. And we know Keith Thurman is he's a good fighter also. We make sure that the fans will be happy on July 28th. That's that guarantee. And we work hard from now on to July 28th. We work hard our training, focus our training, and that's it. And I would like to thank all the sponsors, especially NGM, Al Heyman, for giving me this opportunity. Even though at 40 years old, but you see the 40 years old on July 20. I'll come. Thank you. God bless.
It's Manny Pacman Pacquiao against Keith One-Time Thurman. 12 rounds for the welterweight championship of the world, taking place MGM Grand Garden Arena Saturday, July the 20th, in a spectacular night of boxing presented by Premier Boxing Champions. Pay-per-view is on Fox Sports Pay-per-view. And now to bring out the best in our fighters right now to handle the Q&A session. Please welcome once again to handle this my esteemed and talented colleague, Brian Custer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to New York City. Champion versus champion. Doesn't get any better than that. and to do it on Fox pay-per-view. Combine these two fighters, 90 victories. Manny Pacquiao, 10-4-1, 4 knockouts at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Keith one-time Thurman, 4-0, 2 knockouts at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Manny, start with you. You've done just about everything in this sport. But this will be a first for you. First time on Fox pay-per-view. Back in Las Vegas, what are your feelings?
It's a great honor for me to be back in Vegas to fight again on July 28th, and also honor for the Fox is we'll handle this pay-per-view.
Keith, every fighter aspires to be a world champion, aspires to be a pay-per-view fighter and a star. Your first pay-per-view fight on Fox against the legend. So what does July 20th represent to you?
I mean, July 20th is just a dream come true. 23 years in the game, dedicated my life at the age of 7 to this beautiful sport of boxing. And my original trainer, Ben Getty, who believed in me from the age of 7 to the age of 20 when he passed away. And he always told me back when I was 14, 15, 16 years old, you have what it takes to be champion of the world, boy. And not just any champion, but a great champion. And once when you get on TV, the networks are going to love you. You know, for me, we've fought on HBO, we've fought on Showtime, we've fought on so many different primetime networks, and now we have this beautiful relationship with Fox. It's my first pay-per-view. New territory for me, not new territory for Manny Pacquiao. I'm truly looking forward to performing once again at the MGM Grand. It's been many years since I performed there. It's a staple of boxing history, just like this great city, New York. New York and Vegas are my 2 favorite locations. So I love this fight. I'm truly looking forward to this fight. And, I mean, tune in, baby. It's going to be a great one.
You know, Manny, you were linked to Danny Garcia as a possible opponent. We saw you in the ring after the Errol Spence fight, but you decided to fight Keith Thurman, an unbeaten champion. Why Keith Thurman?
I choose Keith Thurman because he's undefeated, and I want to prove that at age of 40 I can still beat an undefeated fighter like Keith Thurman.
Keith, you know, there's been some talk that Manny Pacquiao agreed to this fight because when you look at the top welterweights, whether it be the Spences, Crawfords, Porter, Garcia, you appear to be the most vulnerable. Considering your last performance against Josecito Lopez, lack of activity over the past year and a half, your response to that?
We definitely had a lack of activity, and a lot of people don't know in 2019, you know, who is Keith Thurman today? They saw me brush off the dust, but you could see the dust against Josecito Lopez. You know that that wasn't the best Keith Thurman that you've ever seen. Come July 20th, you will see one of the best Keith Thurmans you've ever seen. One time is back. It's been 4 years since I've fought 2 times in 1 year. Mostly because of the 2-year layoff. But then when I defeated Danny Garcia and when I defeated Sean Porter, I waited roughly almost a year in between each of those fights. I didn't take any tune-ups in between or any lower level competition. I went straight from Sean Porter to Danny Garcia. I was injured. I fought Josecito Lopez. I feel good. I'm taking the momentum from that training camp. I'm getting a better training camp ready right now for this fight. It's going to be a great fight.
Top welterweights, the Keith Thurmans, would love to be in the ring with you because they want a victory over a legend. And they all believe that you're on the downside of your career. What's your response to that?
Like I said, my time is not yet over. my career is, my journey will continue. That's what I want to prove on July 20.
I want to know what went through your mind, and I'm sure you saw it on social media. I saw Keith one time Thurman, someone showed some video of him of Manny Pacquiao, and he said, Manny Pacquiao, night, night. I'm sure you saw it. What was your reaction when you saw it?
You know, I'm a kind of fighter that I don't talk too much, no trash talk, but I do in the ring a lot of things. Because you say that, let's prove it in the ring on July 20th. And you will see a warrior Manny Pacquiao in the ring this July 20th. Because of all he says, let's prove it in the 20th. And I will show you how it is like to be in the ring with me on July 20th. That's the guaranteed, you know.
Keith, it's been 5 years since we've seen that one-time punch stop somebody. Does Keith Thurman still have one-time power, and will we see it in this fight against Manny Pacquiao?
Oh, you know, we got that second round knockdown in the last fight. It kind of was a nice reminder of, you know, what one time is all about. Like I said, I was a little dusty, but we brushed it off. We're taking this momentum. I don't have one strength and conditioning coach. I got two. I got two coaches helping me land one punch. You know, like Manny said, trash talk doesn't mean nothing. But when he's on that mat and he's catching that night on the 20th is really going to mean something. And on the 21st, you know, I guarantee he's not going to want to see a rematch, even though it's in the contract. I don't think this boy's going to want to see it after I finish him off.
Manny, you haven't been the betting underdog in a fight since you faced Floyd Mayweather. So your reaction when you found out you're the slight underdog in this fight?
Like I said, it gives me more motivation for this fight. I will work hard, man. I mean, this feeling that I have right now, I don't feel this since the De La Hoya fight. After De La Hoya fight, but this time around, I feel like I'm fighting with De La Hoya again or anybody else that very in the top of boxing.
Keith, 2 years ago, in February, right before you fought Danny Garcia, you told Ring Magazine, quote, Manny Pacquiao is dying out. He's had his hurrah. He does not want to be in the ring with any of these top welterweights. We would put an end to his career. Do you still believe that?
I still do. I highly believe that. You know, it's an honor and a blessing on the 20th to share the ring with a legend like Manny Pacquiao. I'm fully looking forward to this fight, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm excited to be the guy that shows him the exits on the left. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, 2 years ago, yesterday, today, Manny Pacquiao is a legend. He's done great things. I've never lost to a fighter who's lost 7 times. I have no intentions of losing to Manny Pacquiao. I don't see him winning any way, shape, or form. From the jab to the straight rights to the hooks, from the hibbity-hoppity to the left to the right to the in and out. He's 40, I'm 30. I mean, I want to show him that this ain't Adrian Broner, you know. My AB, I be about business. I throw these hands. I'm going to let him go. When he walked out of that ring a week before my fight, he walked out of the ring. He said, I feel good. I can fight more. I know you can because you didn't get hit in your face. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't in a real fight. Come July 20th, we're going to see how much Manny Pacquiao is willing to give the sport of boxing. I believe he's given it all that he has, but we will find out soon.
Manny, volume puncher, always had great hand speed. Freddie Roach said your hand speed will be the difference in this fight. What do you think will be the difference in this fight?
Yeah, our focus in every fight is to this speed and footwork. That's what we focus. And also, our focus also in training is to avoid punches, to get hit. That's why my opponent don't get hit me in my face. And also, we focus on training, like footwork, hand speed, and after you throw combination, just go side by side and moving. That's our strategy. That's why my opponent don't. It's hard to hit me on my face. That's what he's talking about.
Keith, what will be the difference in this fight?
I mean, speed, power, and overall ring IQ. You know, I believe I'm one of the smartest boxers in the sport of boxing today. I always find a way to win. I'm devastating. With or without knockouts, when you're in the ring with me, you know you're in with a dangerous man. Nobody will tell you I will gladly get hit by Keith one-time Thurman. At least nobody who's experienced what a punch feels like. I mean, like I said, man, I respect Pacquiao. I know he's going to train for this fight. I know he comes in shape. But, you know, he's just going to fall short of that finish line.
Manny, we'll wrap it up with this. Why don't you let these people know, what should they expect July 20th in Las Vegas on Fox pay-per-view?
They should tune in and watch this fight. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime fight. It's going to be a good fight. We guaranteed you more action in the ring for this fight, and I'm confident to win this fight, to have the victory, because God is good all the time. So that's God bless you all. Thank you.
Keith, same question as we wrap it up. What should they expect July 20th, Las Vegas, Fox pay-per-view?
They should expect a great fight, a great performance from two qualified world champions. And ultimately, like I said, you know, this most likely will be Manny Pacquiao's last fight. I love the sport of boxing, but we're in a new generation, and it's apparent. You pay attention to the heavyweight division. There is no more Klitschko's. The Klitschko's are gone. In the welterweight division, the king was Floyd Mayweather. He is gone. The legend Pacquiao, he is here. He will be here July 20th, become the 21st. He is gone. Tune in, baby. Tune in.
There you have it, folks. These two champions. We're going to get these guys to face off one last time, but let me bring back to the podium my esteemed colleague, the Hall of Famer, the one and only Jimmy Lennon Jr.
We're going to have our fighters face off. Let's have our principals face off. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it comes your way on July the 20th. That's a great Saturday night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's for the welterweight championship of the world. Manny Pacman Pacquiao, Keith one-time Thurman. A tremendous full night of action coming your way. Reminding you that tickets are available on AXS.com and also available at any outlet for MGM Resorts, either by phone or in person. We thank you very much for your attendance here this afternoon. Enjoy this time. These are the men. These are legends of boxing, the best in the welterweight division, Manny Pacman Pacquiao and Keith one-time Thurman.
Check it out right here, yo.